Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I should call, everybody gentlemen, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple of ladies in the league. But anyway, all jokes aside, welcome to the Major League Fantasy Baseball inaugural draft order, Major League Fantasy Baseball 2. That is. It's a real simple process. How I'm actually gonna do this. What I'm gonna do before we actually get into the draft itself is just touch on a couple of items. Not gonna get into too much detail, but I'm gonna point you in the direction that you need to go in order to educate yourself a little bit better. Because it's the first year of the league. There's only three of the owners in the league that are familiar with this setup and familiar with our systems, which is myself, obviously, the Atlanta Samoyeds, John Sirota, and our assistant LM, which is Mark Foster. So the rest of you guys are all new to Major League Fantasy Sports, baseball specifically, not used to the trading system, not used to a lot of the little nuances within our rules. So it's very important that all of you guys, take your time to go over to the blog on the new format that we set up last week. There is a page on the blog that was there before, but it's just in a different spot now. When you go to majorleaguefantasysports.com, on the right-hand side, you're going to see our logo. It looks like the old logo from the movie Major League back in the 80s. Just underneath that, you're going to see the photos of all the authors on the blog, and just below that, that's where you want to be. That's a box and it says Major League Fantasy Sports pages. The very first page is going to be rules, regs, and payouts. That's going to have every rule that you need to know in regards to playing in the league this season. Trading rules. You really need to understand the trading system through and through. It's a unique type setup, but it works beautifully. No arguing, none of those things that you deal with in the other leagues. Collusion is impossible. You're pretty much going to tell on yourself if you do decide to do something that's shady. Also, legal rosters, that kind of thing. That's a real big deal. Obviously, no minor league guys allowed in your active roster, which means guys that should be starting. No injured guys in the DL are allowed in your starting lineup. You can bench. You can put an injured guy on your bench or a minor league guy on your bench. You just can't have him in your starting lineup. Same thing with your DL spots. Your DL spots are reserved for just that, just disabled list guys. If a guy comes back from injury, you need to take that guy off of the DL immediately and drop whoever you picked up or whoever you feel like dropping in exchange for that player. I think, obviously, if you put him on the DL, you want to keep him, so you have to drop the other guy or other player, whichever one you choose. You have 24 hours to do that. You can't just hoard guys on that DL to keep other owners in the league from, getting a hold of a certain player or not. We don't look, we frown upon that kind of thing. It's really kind of shady dealing. Now, we're going to have to police ourselves with a lot of these rules. So what I ask all owners to do in regards to stuff like that is that every matchup each week you have an opponent. You and your opponent need to watch each other and make sure you're following the rules. If somebody's not following the rules, then you need to contact me directly and we'll straighten that out. One other thing that I did want to touch on is ESPN has, and I don't know if this is true throughout Yahoo and CBS, but ESPN, for some reason, even though we have a start max of 12 starts, you can start only 12 guys in over a week's period, and you have a minimum of 50 innings, but your max is 12 starts. That's starting pitchers that are starting that day, not total relievers or whatever. For some reason on Sundays, if you happen to go over 12, to say 13, 14, however many you go up to, it will count those statistics. And they've come up with this stupid thing that they call on ESPN a hard cap or a soft cap. There's no such thing as a hard cap or a soft cap, guys. A cap is a cap. The cap is a limit. Your limit is 12. You are not allowed to go over 12 starts under no circumstances whatsoever. That's another thing you need to police with your opponent. If you see them about to do so, you need to contact me and we'll take care of that. Obviously, I want everybody to be upstanding competitors. Do unto yourself as you want others to do, or do unto others as you want. The golden rule. I can't speak for some reason tonight. I don't know. Maybe it's been a long day. That's pretty much all I wanted to touch on right now. I implore all of the new owners, please go to the rules and regs page, familiarize yourself with that stuff. It makes your life so much easier. The league will run so much smoother in the first year, where there's going to be growing pains. So please do us all a favor and take some time and understand all those things. Okay, so now let's get to the draft, which you guys are all here for. You're probably wondering, when is this guy going to shut the hell up and get to the draft? So I won't be shutting up, but we will get to the draft. So what I have is 16 pieces of paper here. They're folded up into thirds. You can see, hold on a second. There we go. You can see the team's name. Okay. The guy that owns the team's name is Jay Cook. His team's Bend Over. Yeah, that was pretty original, Jay. That was a real good one. Anyway, these get folded up like so. So I won't be able to see whose name's on there. And then here's all of the other folded up names. What I'm going to do, I would normally have Jessica helping me out with this, but she's got the baby in the other room, and she's in the process of feeding, so for the sake of sparing you guys a bare breast with a baby, I decided I was going to do this on my own. Alright, so here's the hat. Okay, this is going to go, all of these, just showed you guys all these little tickets here, they're all going to go right in the hat. I'm going to shake up the hat like this, okay, and I'll move them around even more with my hand. Okay, the hat itself, I'm not going to be able to see in the hat. It's just going to sit right over here. I don't know if I can actually put it on the screen where you can see, but I'm going to sit it to where the back is facing up, so I can't see into it. I can just reach into it, and obviously I'm going to be staring into the camera the whole time. So you'll be able to see that obviously it's not rigged. If I end up with the first pick, I don't want to hear any bitching. I'm hoping to God I don't end up with the first pick, so I don't have to listen to any garbage about me fixing this thing. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. We start from 16, go all the way to 1. Okay, pick number 16 is going to go to, let's see, that's Dennis's team. He gets pick 16. Dennis and his son, South Florida Saints. Hey, I know Dennis is, suspense is gone, Dennis. I talked to him earlier, and he was like, I'm pumped to figure out his spot. But at least you get 2 back-to-back picks, right? All right, pick 15. Pick 15 is going to Team Eric Ahonen, Team Ahonen. Very creative name, by the way, Eric. Hopefully, you could come up with something a little bit better than that. Hopefully your drafting is a little more creative than your name. Let's go. Now we're going to pick 14. Let's jumble these up some more. Pick 14 is going to go to, who's that? Sean Jones. Time to play the gamble. A pretty cool name. A little bit of imagination there. So let's go. Let's see. What does that put us on 13? So lucky number 13. I don't know how lucky it is. Lucky number 13 goes to moi. I get pick 13. Okay. Now let's go to, and now I'm out of the mix, so I don't have to get there. I'm not going to be involved in any elaborate scheme to steal the top 5 guys or something, right? So pick number 12 is going to go to Trent D-Town. I like this name, D-Town Stay Down. Pretty good. That's pick number 12. Pick number 11 is going to Jeff Masuga. He's the Detroit MVPs. Detroit MVPs. Pick number 11. All right, now let's move on to pick number 10. And that's going to go to Eric Land Werewolves. Eric Landwehr's team. Pick number 10. Inventive name there. Let's see. I'm sure you guys are really all just sitting on the edge of your seats. Let's see. Pick number 9 goes to Ben Wardy, the Atlanta Scorchers. He has pick number 9. Okay. Pick number 8 goes to the Clinton Arrows. Jason Ollinger has pick 8. Second half of the draft. At least you made it. If whoever's left, you made it at least to the first half. Pick number 7. Yeah, pick 7 is the Big Chicken. Pollo Grande, Andy Masuga. Jeff's brother. Yep, pick number 7. Yeah, that was 7. Okay. Let's see. Pick number 6 goes to the man that loves to bend over. That's Jay Cook, Mr. Bend Over himself. Pick number 6. Hopefully you don't get bent over, Jay. Now, top 5. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Top 5 goes to Mark Foster, gets the 5th pick. Twin City Juicers, number 5. Pick number 4 goes to Bobby Lewis, another great inventive name, Team Lewis. Good job, Bobby. I'm sure you could come up with something a little bit better than that. That's pick number 4. Now the top 3. Let's see. 3 names left in this hat here. Let's see who gets the top 3. And I know who's still in. Yeah, that's right. That's who I was thinking of right here too. Yeah, Dan Ball, the killer Swamp Hogs, I think that is. Pick number 3. I've lost track of who's actually left. So pick 2 goes to Tulo Jit to Quit, Aaron Shootman. Notice how Tulo Jit is spelled. I think it's safe to say that Aaron might be popping for Tulowitzki. Call me a genius. I don't know. That's pick 2. And pick number 1, if your name hasn't been called, obviously this is you. And as if it goes to Sirota, really? John Sirota. That's the last guy we want having the first pick, for Christ's sake. All right. All right, John, you owe me a nice dinner the next time you're in town in Indy for the Big Ten tournament or whatever. Matter of fact, you're probably going to come for some of the Final Four stuff or the NCAA tournament. So when you're in town, you have the first pick. I would like a dinner, something. Okay, so that's a list. That's the order right there. I'll run through it really quickly again. John Sirota got pick number 1. Aaron Shootman, pick number 2. Dan Ball, pick number 3. Bobby Lewis, pick 4. Mark Foster, pick 5. Jay Cook, number 6. Andy Masuga, number 7. Jason Ollinger, number 8. Ben Wardy, number 9. Eric Landwehr, number 10. Jeff Masuga, number 11. Trent is number 12. Number 13 is myself. Number 14 is Sean Jones. Number 15 is Erica Honan. And number 16 is my friend down in Florida, Mark St. Pierre. The last thing I'm going to ask of you guys before I get running on this video is, we're doing a lot on the blog. We've got new writers. We've got all kinds of cool stuff going on. I would ask all of your assistance in helping us gain a larger footprint on the web. And, that's, subscribing to our YouTube channel, liking our Facebook page. It's real easy to do. A lot of that stuff's right on your actual league page. Also, follow us on Twitter. Make certain you are subscribed to the blog so you're getting updated information. Occasionally, like one of the posts. If you like what a guy's writing, like it on Facebook. More people will see it. And that would be a lot of help to us. But that's it. That is the draft. I wish you guys all good luck this season. And I really highly doubt any of you are gonna beat me in here, including my rivals from the other league, Mark Foster and John Sirota. So this is my call out to all of you guys to bring your A game. All right, guys, good luck.